Matthew chapter 5 verse 9 says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. We are the children of God if you're a born-again child of God, and therefore we're expected to be peacemakers and peacekeepers. So today I want to talk to you about when you do get into a conflict, what can we do to avoid a conflict and put it off? Well, first of all, number one, this is the first point, delay your reaction. Don't respond right away. Many times people say, well, it's not good to hold something in. Yes, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's best just to keep quiet and not say anything and just wait. There's times that I know for a fact that my wife will say something and she'll say it with meaning one thing, but I hear it different, especially if we're both angry. I'll hear it in anger, and maybe she says it in love. I don't know. But if I delay and I don't respond to it right away, I find out later on as we talk, we figure out that I just heard it wrong. So it's a good thing to delay your responses and your reactions real quick. Look with me at Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 16. Proverbs 12, verse 16 says, a fool's wrath is known at once, but a prudent man covers shame. Let me read it from the Message Bible. Fools have short fuses and explode all too quickly. The prudent quietly shrug off insults. Here's what, let's move on. So a delayed reaction will give you time to evaluate the situation and help you determine if it really is worth discussing. There's another thing that goes along with this, because sometimes we have to pick our fights. You know, sometimes an issue comes up, it's just not worth fighting over, right? I mean, sometimes it's just best to let it settle on its own. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 17 says this. Let's go there. Proverbs 14:17. A quick-tempered man acts foolishly, and a man of wicked intentions is hated. He that is, I'm reading this from a different translation now. He that is soon angry deals foolishly. Proverbs 14:29, look at that one. He who is slow to wrath has great understanding. Boy, I want that. But he who is impulsive exalts folly. So once again, these are scriptures that are to help us. See, don't react right away. Hold back just a little bit. The second thing we can do to deal with conflict is to respond firmly but gently. In other words, again, don't back down from a fight. If something comes up, you need to deal with it. Don't milquetoast the thing. Don't, get it out. Deal with it. And again, especially for those of us who are married, sometimes something is said that I take as an insult, or I take as a put down or something, and it's best to deal with it. Now again, not in anger, not in bitterness or nothing, but deal with it firmly. Hey, what did you mean by that? When you said that about me, what did you mean? See, deal with it firmly, but deal with it gently. You don't have to raise your voice and scream and throw a temper tantrum, but just deal with it. Again, deal with it firmly, but gently. When you're in conflict with another person, you don't have to put heat on your words in order to have impact. Or you don't have to cuss. I don't know why Christians use foul language when they get into an argument with their husband and wife, but I get it all the time. People come into my office and they say, hey, we're not getting along. Well, I'm tired of him using foul language and calling me all these names, horrible names, and using this foul language. We need to quit that stuff. So respond firmly, but respond gently. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 11 in the TEV translation says, stupid people express their anger openly, but sensible people are patient and hold it back. So once again, respond firmly, but gently. The final point that I want to make is strive for a solution. Too many times what happens is issues come up in our relationships, and right away we want to talk about all the bad. Well, you did this and you did that. I have people in my office all the time doing this as husband and wife, and they want to talk about the problem. No, I want you to come in here and let's come up with a solution. Let's first of all, determine, and this is what I have to do you love him? Well, yeah. Do you love her? Yeah. Okay, we've got that resolved. Now let's come up with a solution. How can we make this relationship work? Is it worth fighting for? Yes, it's worth fighting for, so let's come up with a solution. And if it's worth fighting for, then you may have to give up something, and you may have to give up something, but let's get this thing right. So strive for a solution. Don't just keep bringing up the past and all the bad things that are involved in that relationship. So again, once again, first of all, delay your reaction. Second of all, respond firmly but gently. And finally, strive for a solution. I'm Keith Brown. This is Tack Room Devotional. Jesus loves you. I love you. I pray that God would richly bless you as you diligently seek him and serve him.